What's up, guys? Marco Flores here, Nerd in the Bay. We're checking out a game from Gumi, who makes amazing JRPGs on the mobile side of things. Like Brave Frontier, a game that we covered on this channel. Speaking of which, if you guys are a fan of mobile games and you guys enjoy the series, please be sure to hit that subscribe button on the lower right there, and also hit that bell notification because we do cover a lot of mobile games. We do an intro to mobile game series, and we have done so for previous years. So you guys want some ideas on what mobile games to check out, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notification. So this game has the same name, Brave Frontier, but also adds the additional part of it of the Last Summoner. So I guess it's kind of a specific story in a sense. So you see a little bit of the artwork is different from this game compared to Brave Frontier, right? So this one, it's not so much like, not pixelated, but like hand drawn, I guess. Well, this one, I mean, it kind of reminds me of like Odin Spear and games like that. So in this game, the attacking shows a little bit differently. In Brave Frontier, you were tapping on each of the character portraits to be able to have them attack, and it was pretty responsive. It was almost attacking like at the same time. In this one, you're swiping all the way across, so I guess it garners much faster attack rate. It shows that all the characters are attacking pretty much at the same time, which was a charm from the previous game that I enjoyed, because I enjoyed games like that, and Suikoden reminds me of almost a real-time battle sense, where it's not like, like other RPGs where, they attack, the one character attacks, then the next character attacks, then the next character attacks, like kind of one by one. In this game, and also like Suikoden, when you do like auto battle, or you just swipe across for this game's example, they go almost immediately, and it kind of shows like that real active time in a sense. So yeah, you're just deciphering the menus much more differently than it was on Brave Frontier. Like, I'm gonna show an example of Brave Frontier, or talk about the examples of Brave Frontier, since this is like the next iteration of that game. So now we ran into another party, and at first I thought, like, okay, well, I guess it's just gonna be a party of 5, and as this story progresses, it becomes a party of like, you're taking control of squads, which is that makes it really interesting. All right, so you get a little bit more dialogue. Don't know exactly what's going on. I just know this character is a little bit like headstrong, like, yeah, we just gotta attack them, and I guess it's like an end of the world thing that's happening right now. And then that character that looks more fiery kind of reminds me of the main, not main character, but like the fire element character from Brave Frontier, the previous game. All right. So we're still trying to get those gem crystals. That hasn't changed, but you're also able to like swipe up and down, kind of like going through a menu. So right now is the default. It shows like, striking, sword strikes. So if you want to hit like item, then you have to swipe up, or defense, swipe up or swipe down. So yeah, a little bit different from the previous game, but I think that'll work out because like it's much more active, like I mentioned before. So you definitely see a lot of unique characters. You see even the villagers, even though they look kind of basic, I never seen like villagers or volunteers that look like that, which is pretty cool. All right. So we just added our party, and we're adding much more people. And I guess this is like the main villain, or like probably like a lieutenant or something. So we have a lot of people now, and I was like, wow. So are we going to be controlling everybody? But I believe we're taking control of the like the leaders of the squads. Okay. Okay, we're getting attacked pretty heavily, but like you see a lot of numbers going on, being thrown around. Still saying to swipe across. Everybody's ready to attack. So they want us, let's see. Okay. So they want us to show the specials. So I guess the squad leaders are ready for the special attacks to come around. Then that's when you do the swipe up or swipe down, and then just activate it, and then just watch them go. So it's much more frantic than it was. I feel like it's much more frantic than it was in Brave Frontier. So it looks like a main character fainted. Everybody's like, yeah, we should get going, or we need to leave right now because it's looking dire. So some people have left. Other people have like obligations to other characters and not necessarily the main character. Right. So I guess we look back at a memory of some sort where it's like you don't know if it's like present time, you don't know if it's like an implanted memory or something. Like the story is a little out there. I mean, as I was playing this, I was like, okay, I don't exactly know what's going on. That battle seems like a last line of defense sort of thing, and then now you see this character who kind of looks like the character that we just played, maybe a next generation sort of thing, or maybe he just woke up and he doesn't have the equipment that he had before. Oh, now we're going up against these guys. I forgot what these guys' names were called, but I think it just showed. I like the bigger versions of it because, yeah, it kind of reminds me like those like cutesy slimes like in Secret of Mana, stuff like that. Oh no, it reminds me of like those rabid bunnies that look like blobs, like kind of like Kirby in a sense. All right. So now it's telling us that, you know, as each character is a specific element, like affinity, to go against other, you know, the strong part of the opponent that we're going up against. So like, if fire is weak to water, then a water character should attack the fire character, and go through that rotation. Water character is weak to lightning, I believe. I think in this game, Earth beats out fire, and then I think light beats out shadow, and vice versa. Shadow beats out lightning. Like they kind of even each other out. So you're dealing with the same thing like it was in Brave Frontier. But you can see there's icons like showing arrows on who's able to be who are stronger to attack than others. So you can either choose to select the portrait of the enemy and then swipe across to have everybody attack that same unit, or you could just attack. You can just attack anybody just by swiping across, and it'll do like a random attack to everybody. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll complete the stage faster, considering this is like a 3 stars is like your best rating for a battle, and then you get the best reward sort of thing. At least we haven't run into that yet. So we get a little bit more story. These Gumi stories tend to be a little long, in a sense. A lot of stuff going on, but you know, that's kind of the trade-off, right? Because if we're playing on our phones more often, I guess there's there's two types of people that want like just a quick arcade game, and then the other half wants a full, just a full depth RPG that wants to like level characters and get to know story and dialogue and see what this adventure that that's unfolding. So this guy seems to be the main character in this scenario just is after something like a fable of some sort, and the rewards, he hired these people, and then the rewards are like just some sort of crystals, maybe the crystals that we've been going for. So as you can see, all right. So it looks like we're going up against, okay, so more elementals. We have a water snake, I think. So anybody with like a lightning affinity should be taking that water person out. Otherwise, we can just focus on that opponent and then just swipe across and then just take it out much more faster. Or I can just attack randomly and then just see how it works from there. But I'm trying to get used to the system as well, because it's been a while since I played Brave Frontier, so just tapping and swiping and just getting to know the menus, like especially this is what the tutorial section is for, just so you can get familiar with the settings and then proceed how to go about it as best as possible afterwards. All right, so we got fire elementals, so we just need to like swipe across. But I think I'm still trying to test out the whole who's weak and who's strong to what. So far, my only investment is in the main character, because these characters are kind of random, kind of came out of nowhere. And I guess in these battles where you're doing story setting, you have like particular set of rounds, like 3 sets of enemies are in this stage, or like 4 or 5 sets of enemies, and then you have a final boss. So kind of it's still pretty familiar from the Brave Frontier game, but choosing to do stuff different at the same time, which is fine. That's okay. I'm all for that. Oh, now we're going up against bandit foxes, thieves, sort of. I do like the effects. The effects are pretty cool, and it looks fast paced. A thing that I've noticed as I recorded this video, and I was continuing to play the game after recording this video, is that this game is already space heavy. That say like you're saving this on the phone, it can gather up a lot of like storage space like fast. Like I'm just in the beginning, and it's already almost like a gig in like storage data, or storage space. Like, so I think if there was a possible way of being able to minimize that storage space, that'd be great, because at least in my situation, I have multiple games on this phone that I do the intro to mobile games. So if it's so much space heavy, then I may not be able to play this game. I'll be committed to this game because I need to free up the space to move on to the next video to show you guys what other games that are out there. But then again, if I want to choose to commit to this game, I have to take out all the other games that I'm maybe not playing as much. So that's the struggle of a mobile YouTuber. You want to play all the games, you want to commit to all of them, but at the same time, you can't, because you want to check out what the next game is, and there's always new games coming out weekly. So yeah, that's the struggle of a mobile YouTuber. I do have an SD card, and I'm maxing out in its space, but yeah, you eventually run out of space. But yeah, we're summoning a character. I'm sorry, going off a tangent, but that is Brave Frontier Last Summoner. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace, guys.